Welcome back, listeners. Thank you again for always tuning to our show, for listening to our podcast. Again, we appreciate you guys, and we love you guys. Honestly, we're proud of this channel podcast, and today we got an exciting episode today. Every episode is exciting, but today we're talking about Disney. That's right, folks. The big old mouse. The big factory that produced so many of our childhood memories and keep producing bangers. So today we're going to talk about our top 5 list. Please comment on our video if you have a different list or if you'd like to add.
It's not just as simple as a list. We'll clarify that. We're doing a draft, so you still have to do draft order. So there'll be some steals, I think, happening, a little bit of intrigue, a little bit of backstabbing, but I think it'll be fun.
Like the Game of Thrones, baby, with deceit, laughs, love, and a little bit of backstabbing. So to kick off the draft, I think...
how are we determining order?
Yeah.
All right, and we're rolling snake draft style, right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1.
I think that's a good call. I like the snake draft.
We also need some way to write these down.
So folks, we have the mountain lion back. It's very, it's just wants to hang out with us today.
So yeah, more. How are we gonna organize this? Are we gonna go age? We're gonna go height. We're gonna go rock paper scissors. We're gonna go weight.
I say who's the fattest. I get that bitch 100%. But real quick, we do want to distinguish too. We are doing a list of Disney movies or draft of Disney movies with movies that were not Pixar, so not like A Bug's Life. But we're also doing movies after Toy Story 2 that...
Pixar movies post Disney acquisition of Pixar.
Did you say not Bug's Life?
No, my bad. I meant not Bug... Sorry, listener, I got a little jambled up.
No, I'm so was that one of the movies we couldn't pick?
Yeah, Bug's Life was Pixar.
Okay.
What's the other... The Ants, that was Pixar too. That was a good movie, but that was freaking jacked
DreamWorks?
up. Maybe it was DreamWorks.
Ants was the DreamWorks.
That one was a little darker.
It was.
It was, dude.
Anyway.
Fucking roided out. Freaking General Ant. Dude, he was huge. He's like, hey, what's going on up here? You talking back? And then he's like, I just want to be a real boy. It's crazy. So I think we're gonna... Our producer / co-host has a good list ready to go, so...
Yeah, Disney bought it. It was 2006 when Disney bought Pixar fully. Anyway, okay. Yeah, so order. Who's up?
Let's pick a number. Oh, never mind, because I don't know the number. Never mind. I know. Never mind.
Flip a coin, maybe.
We could coin flip it. Let's say rock paper scissors. We could just roll through.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll do rock
One
paper
round.
scissors. Yeah.
That could be intense. Yeah.
Okay. All right,
How are you holding this shit? Oh, you're doing one
first?
hand.
Yeah, we're gonna go one hand. Are we all gonna go
No,
together?
no.
I usually have
just
to use
getting
2
ready.
hands.
Okay.
Okay. Rock paper scissors shoot. Oh.
There
Okay.
you go.
Rock paper scissors shoot. Oh.
All right.
Damn.
So you and I have to figure out for a second.
Rock paper scissors shoot. Oh. I thought
Okay,
I could get him with the paper.
I'll go second. Adam goes first. Joe goes
All
last.
right.
Oh,
Third
son of a gun.
Third is a pretty good spot though because you get to pick twice.
Yeah, if all my movies are gone.
We have 5 to pick. I don't think they're all gonna be gone. All
I'm
right,
scared.
We're starting off strong.
Hell yeah.
With what is considered a technical masterpiece with Fantasia.
Absolutely.
Ooh, I forgot, dude. Go ahead.
I don't
That's a
think I've
great
ever actually
pick.
seen it.
So
I-
first of all, a lot more nudity than I remember in it.
There's no nudity anymore.
Oh yeah, no, it's all mythological. So like, it was a lot of centaur breasts and shirtless, strong centaur men, and it was great. I don't know, from beginning to end, the music choices, the arrangements, beautiful. The animation that went with it, just great. Yeah, I rewatched it, and I don't know. It was interesting with fresh eyes. Now I could appreciate the technical, cinematography and stuff around that. But Night on Bald Mountain at the end with the demon.
I remember that. Yep.
I don't know why or how my parents just sat me in front of this and let me watch it.
They're like, oh, it's Walt Disney. It's not scary for kids. There's no bad messages.
Well,
There's no nudity.
How upset people got with what was actually shown has changed quite a bit. I feel like sometimes we get a little too sheltery, but
it's from 1940.
Yeah,
so
that's
it was back in
wild.
a time where this wasn't necessarily for kids.
yeah, also
You
true.
know, it wasn't until later. So this version. I have the VHS copy. It has some stuff cut from it.
Oh, really?
I guess in the 60s they made a bunch of sensitivity cuts of just stuff that got kind of old. You know, you don't need the one centaur shining shoes. You know, that's a certain color.
Oh my god, I remember
that was in
remember
this?
That. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was that.
it's-
Oh, yeah.
It was one of those things where it's like the
I
only
remember
one time, and just like so it's like they made the cut in the 60s, and then so this one doesn't have that, but I imagine even the new version has even more cuts, maybe.
There's a newer version of this?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, on Disney Plus, I'm sure they have a different version.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure they re-released it at some point on DVD or something.
I love the scene with Mickey, and he does like the magic, and he's like
Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Sorcerer's Apprentice. He's like so lazy about it, but he's like, "I'll just get," and then they just like start drowning him, and then Merlin comes out. He's like, "What are you doing?" It's fantastic, fantastic beasts. You know, Harry Potter reference. Sorry,
All right, it's all
couldn't help myself.
Well,
Is that Disney?
No, but
No.
it was a Harry Potter reference. Warner Brothers. Sorry for the throw in there, but I just had to because it said Fantasia, fantastic. Okay, Joey, next, you're number one.
well, I guess I'll start with my first pick. Not a classic, but a childhood classic. A solid trail of betrayal and coming into your own. Wonderful soundtrack. We're gonna go with The Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that the? No, that's not the one that. Didn't you say there was one that I'd be like?
Oh, there's one, but that's gonna be later because I'm gonna wait.
You know, surprisingly, we do not clash.
Yeah, I listen. I love The Lion King. I still listen to The Lion King, like the songs every now and then. Hakuna Matata is an all time classic, but I don't know. So many fun, like even the scene with Scar and the hyenas, like that. Creepy as a kid, cool to watch. Nick. Oh God, cool to watch. Sorry, getting choked up thinking about my childhood.
Sorry, folks. We've had some pretty great memories, and I think you just came back to one.
It's fun watching Simba grow up and become his own person to go back and lead the Pride Lands. Just fun story.
Did you say Nickelback?
Yeah, Nickelback.
Do you think he did with?
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Stop
Sorry.
talking.
Okay. No, I agree though. I think Lion King. You know, like it was just so relatable as a kid. You know, I'm gonna be king. You know, just like you're a kid that's so rambunctious and you just like I can grab the world by the balls. And
Then you run away from home, become a burnout, sit in the woods and eat bugs for a little bit. Then you're like, wait, I have responsibilities.
then you realize Mufasa and Rafiki knew your destiny all along, and that's why you had to go this path.
And it all came back when a girl came back to find him.
That happens in a lot of Disney
when's that gonna
movies.
happen to me?
Yeah.
Listeners, you hear that right? Send some love. Let the magic happen like Disney makes magic
I've
happen.
been eating bugs for like a decade.
Just haven't found your Nala yet.
Yeah.
Have you found your Pumbaa and your Timon?
Yeah, we're right here.
We're both Pumbas, though. Just kidding. I'm Pumbaa.
I always like the toucan. I think.
Oh,
Zazu.
Zazu.
Or Rafiki. I
Yeah,
feel like
Rafiki's
Rafiki's where I want to eventually end up.
Yes, yeah, that's in a tree, just putting like guava or whatever on people's foreheads.
For some reason, like a king and queen, like trust you.
Yeah,
And
you're just their seer.
okay, I'm gonna go back to my tree now and
Do some drugs, tell you what the stars say.
yeah.
Maybe give you some so you can see your father in the sky. Yeah, you know.
All right, Joe, you ready to wow us? What do you got?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, mine's another classic. I looked at the list again real quick, and there's so many to pick, you know, and my memory's not the greatest, to be honest with you, but I don't forget a Disney movie. My number one, and I think it was because I think the voice acting was fantastic. Had a big name in it, and I loved the dude. R.I.P. to him. Mental health ain't great in Hollywood, but the dude I'm going with, or the movie I'm going with, is Aladdin. I think Aladdin's my number one pick. Robin Williams, I thought, was a freaking genius in that movie. His impersonations when, he was talking to Aladdin. I thought the music was great, One Step Ahead, show you the world. Like, you take a girl out and she's a Disney fan and you're going on a date and you want to take her somewhere new, you can put that on while you're driving and be like, hey, I want to show you the world. And then you just go to like a new place and she's like, oh my God. I'm just saying, boys, if you're listening, it could be a date idea. Just make sure she likes Disney so you don't like look weird. And I thought the live action again was great. Will Smith was great in it. Dude played Aladdin was great. The girl playing Jasmine was great. The music, Prince Ali, that's another great song that I love. With like they come into town, there's like there's all this,
pomp and circumstance.
yeah, and
That was a good scene.
and I will say this as a kid, growing up, Jasmine, especially the animated or the live action too, but the animated, she looked pretty nice, especially the scene with Jafar and her, and she's like Jafar, and then she's like in that, dude, it was being like wouldn't it come out like I don't even remember like 1990 something,
yeah.
and being like 6 years old and seeing that I was like, whoa.
The lion at the beginning always gave me like
Yeah.
fear,
Yeah, dude, that line was crazy.
like I don't know. There's something about it is very like, oh, that's very powerful, more than Jafar, But
Oh, that was great. That's a good one. Great soundtrack. So now you can do. You can go right into your next pick too. You got it all free and clear.
All right, so I will be honest with you guys, listeners. I did have number 2 as I think Mulan, but I changed it last second because I relooked the list and a little dude I like to call Mike Wazowski. Monsters Inc.'s my number 2. Again, just the voice acting was great. I thought it was hilarious. Boo was adorable. Her little laughter brought joy to the world. And at first it was kind of scary if you watch the intro because, again, they had a monster pop out of nowhere. But then it makes you think, oh, they're just doing their job like everybody else, and they just live off of screams. Until
they're tying Boo up and trying to suck screams out of her mouth, which is a horrifying scene.
That's the thing. It went from being a funny Mike Wazowski to like, she almost gets sucked out with her screams. So it's not. I mean, it's a little. Being a kid movie, probably don't want to see that. But I just think, again, the plot was good. If I'm ever like, oh, I want to watch a movie and it's Disney, it's probably gonna be like Monsters Inc.
I think there's a lot of room for them to explore the Monsters universe even more because it's like, okay, beyond the factory, that means they have like a civil society.
Oh, yeah.
There's an entire world out there of like monsters. We know they have universities.
Yeah, that was
what I mean?
great.
They have higher education. So it's like, what else exists in this world? So that's my prediction that we'll see a renaissance of Monsters Inc.
I think we would. I mean, they did that.
Soon.
Yeah, they did that with the Incredibles. Incredibles went.
Oh, Incredibles 2.
You know what I mean? It went, but that was like 20 years. But they did it, and I think they could do that with. Although I don't know, because John Goodman, right? That's the dude that played Sully. Yeah, he's dead, isn't he?
No, I think he's good.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I think he's on one of those weight loss things, is what I heard. And
good for him.
Like looking pretty good.
Oh, I thought he was dead because of Roseanne. He played Roseanne. I thought he died.
No, because he still kept going with Roseanne once they kicked Roseanne out of Roseanne.
But yeah, dude, but the only thing is they have to bring the original voice actors back. I don't want like some new dude to be like, oh, I'm Sully and I'm gonna make you laugh.
I mean, sometimes you really can't tell. Depending, there's other people.
We'll just use AI.
Yeah, or you can use AI. That's also an option now.
And the robots are taking over. Great, ruined my childhood.
But yeah, I feel like, more recently, like Rick and Morty, Justin Roiland got kind of kicked out of all that for his weird. I don't really feel like there's a major difference. I feel like the voice acting isn't too different. So
That's
What's
fair.
what was different?
in what Rick? He does
Probably just the
voice.
tone.
No. I mean, like what voice was it?
I think did Rick. No, he did
He
Morty.
did Rick. He did Rick.
And he did a handful of them.
Yeah, he did Rick.
I had no idea.
Yep.
Yeah, he did Rick because then they showed like behind the scenes and they're like, he's like, I'd have to take shots just so I could be drunk like Rick and burp. He'd be like drink it. He'd be doing shots and he'd be like, hey Morty, I can't do this, buddy.
You
Like,
could also just drink carbonated water.
Yeah.
hey man, he had to get into character as the
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah,
He played both Rick and Morty, and I felt like the new voice actors, like I won't listen in depth enough to know because it's not like that's a show I'm gonna watch for. It's super.
I
in-depth,
watch it
but
once whenever my TV lets me.
Yeah.
Because it locks the episodes, so I'll just check like every few months. Anyway, so back to Disney.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, that is my number 2. All right, Joey, what's your number 2?
Number 2, good, fun, good silly moments, some classics. We're just gonna pull the lever and go right into the Emperor's New Groove.
Ooh, I almost picked that one. that was really tempted to pick that one. I said,
Kronk, Cusco, just fun watching him kind of be the king and essentially shit on everyone and then come into his own, actually start caring, learning how the other side, and a lot of fun. Yzma and Kronk were hilarious tandem as villains, and too many funny moments. Cusco's poison, always the wrong lever, the llama going over the waterfall.
John Goodman again.
John Good, yep, great.
Cusco's poison?
Yeah.
Poison Cusco.
The poison specifically chosen to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison.
It just, that's a great pick.
Oh, yeah.
Never gets old.
No, absolutely. I haven't watched it in quite a while, but I still feel like I quote it to this day. Like someone hits me, I'm gonna hit them with a no touchy, or you threw off my groove.
You threw off my groove. Then he just gets thrown out the palace and goes down like 700 flights of stairs.
No, that's it. It's fun one.
Fantastic. But
And
all
I'm
right,
definitely not going to talk about mine as much as Eric because I'm just quick synopsis and be happy with it. All right, Adam.
I went with Oliver and Company.
Solid one.
that was another one that I was gonna put on my list.
Good soundtrack, cute animals, touching story.
Good soundtrack. Yeah.
Yeah. Billy Joel
Yep.
has a lot of songs in it.
My cat's named Oliver, so
Why should you worry?
Yeah. Why should I care?
yeah.
I'll be honest, the opening scene, I was almost like, I don't know if I want to watch this. And I almost stopped it because it's a little heart grabby.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, fun animation. I mean, it's a classic kids movie. If you have the nostalgia, you have it. If you don't, you don't. It was fun.
Isn't the opening scene with him like being in a box?
Yes.
Okay.
And it rains and there's
that's a heart
thunderstorms
grabber.
and it's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
He's
heart
alone
grabber.
in New York City as a small kitten.
So I feel like when I go to New York City, alone like a small kitten in a box.
He's getting passed over from everyone picking the cats. He's the last one. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, that was a good pick.
Ooh. Yeah, let's just do it because I really like it and I really want it on the list. We'll go with a non-animated Disney movie, classic, sports classic, if you will. Remember the Titans.
That was a Disney movie.
That was a Disney movie.
Fuck, dude. That definitely would have been my like number 2 or 3.
Awesome movie.
Damn it.
That movie was so much fun. I will still happily watch it. I just remember even getting older, it was always one of those like TBS mainstays or something, like the middle of the afternoon scrolling through, you're like, oh, remember the Titans, I might as well watch it for the 13th time. But fun story, the team coming together, overcoming all the racial stuff going on. Denzel Washington, so many great actors in that movie.
Was Miracle a Disney movie?
Yes.
Fuck, that would have been on my list too.
Yep.
Damn it, dude. I did my research, folks. I guess I missed a
I
little
feel
bit.
like I did the least amount of research because I just did mine 20 minutes before I got here.
But no, it was just, remember the Titans was so powerful. I mean, you had the Gettysburg scene where he's like, brothers died on this field. Brothers fought brothers. Their blood is in this ground. And he's just like, we need to come together before we are like them and we tear each other apart. And then Denzel Washington's dude, he was right, yeah, great actor. I love the other part too, where he's like, the one coach is like, they do not get another yard. Just like the emotion and just like
Goosebumps.
I don't know, Goosebumps. I played football too, so that to me that was just like, damn, dude.
What was
Adam, you had to pick a third. You were supposed to pick
Oh.
twice. I was like, how do I have three?
You know
when
what?
have
And mine was Remember the Titans, so I'm
I know it
going to
wasn't.
go ahead and take that one.
We can talk about Remember the Titans for another minute or two.
I'll just grab. Let's see. No, I'm actually gonna go with my one that I don't. Well, I own it now because I had to buy it to watch it for $5. Smart House.
Oh yeah, Smart House.
You
Good.
son of a
Original
bitch.
movie.
Disney Channel original movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my honorable mention. That was one of them.
Oh yeah.
Smart House.
It. First of all, it doesn't hold up, but it was quaint. It was fun looking at it from the new perspective of AI. I'm sure someone has already done a critique or something from that angle, but it was fun. A lot of Freudian stuff you could get into. Yeah, one of the better ones that I definitely have nostalgia for. 1999.
I
Yeah, I feel like I have to watch it again. It's been so long. I think it's one I've seen once, but man, I still remember getting excited for Disney Channel original movies. Like, they were great.
It got us out of this stupid world into some Disney.
Well, I think at that point we really weren't caring about the world yet.
Well,
now
I mean,
they'll take us out of the real world and put us back into
That's
Disney.
why I love Disney movies, the old ones, man. But so did we just fuck up our draft order?
No, we're fine. Now we'll just jump back to you. We
to me?
Yeah, we skipped over and it was fine. I want to go home and watch Remember the Titans now. That's all I can think about.
All right, so mine are all animated. I had a couple mentions that I'll get to here, but so my third one, I don't know how popular it is, but Hercules.
Oh, it's very great.
So my big thing about Hercules was the Greek mythology. Huge. I love Greek mythology. I could read about it, listen to it, just indulge myself in hours of it. Used to take quizzes online saying which half-blood I would be, who my dad would be or mom would be as a Greek.
You're definitely a Hufflepuff.
Yep, Harry Potter reference. Yeah, Disney, Warner Brothers. No, but I always got Poseidon or I got Zeus. It was cool. Anyways, like I said, Greek mythology, loved it. I love the story of Hercules, just a nobody who has tremendous power but has a kind heart, and like becomes this big bad hero. Love the music. Meg was another Disney lady, even though animated when I was a kid. I was like, wow.
You keep having to specify when you were a kid. Like, you don't find these animated women attractive anymore?
No comment.
I don't see her very often. Like you think they would do Hercules more in like the parks and stuff. You know what I mean?
They don't.
And maybe they do. Maybe I just don't see it. But
Yeah, not as much. Not when they cover, which is great because that solid soundtrack. The muses are wonderful.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a fun soundtrack.
I will go the distance. It gives me goosebumps every time I listen to it. And then my last point is, who doesn't love Danny DeVito as Phil the Fawn, dude?
Yeah, absolutely.
He was fantastical. But yeah, Hercules, man. I might go home and watch that later too. That brings back so many good memories. Hercules, it's great. All right. I gotta go again. Shit.
Yeah, we don't want to screw this up again.
Yeah. Okay. So another one that I loved was Treasure Planet. That one I feel like does not get a lot of. What'd you say?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
I
that
need
one.
to.
Yeah, that one I feel like isn't as popular as like The Lion King, Aladdin, Hercules, but I think it's just great. The animation style, I think,
it's interesting.
is interesting. Yeah,
It's more of that Atlantis kind of.
mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's like some lore behind that. Why it is that way.
Robin Williams is in it again. He plays the one robot who is hilarious.
Isn't Joseph Gordon-Levitt in that too?
Yep. But like the main character, like a kid that mom works super hard in a like a tavern, and they have to pay rent. And he just you can get behind the story, you can get behind the character. It's pirates and space travel too, and I think that shit's great. And I played the computer game. I'll never forget that either. I got Treasure Planet computer game, and I was sitting on my computer and I like do the ships with the little buttons and the little pew pew. It was God, I loved it. I could that's another one I could just sit down and watch and forget everything around me and be like, oh, I can do this for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
That is definitely one on my list of ones that I missed as a kid, but I'm trying to watch now because I just watched. Atlantis was the other one in there, and I just watched Atlantis for the first time a month
We
ago.
talk about crushes as a kid. Oh, the white hair, the blue eyes, like the scene where they go in the pool. You're like, how did my parents let me? Disney? What are you putting in these messages? Sorry, I had to chime in, but yeah,
the hold that Disney had on my choice of women later in life. Yep.
So, did anyone pick Atlantis?
that was on my honorable mention list.
Okay.
Yeah, I did not pick it.
So two movies, my honorable mentions got kicked. You said Smart House, you said Atlantis.
Yeah, I told you. Honorable mentions are hard to keep. That's why I had a short list of 14 in case someone picked something.
I didn't think anybody was going to pick mine.
Yeah, that's what happens. Someone does.
Well, good thing they were honorable mentions. Okay. Joey. Yep, you're up.
We're going to go with a movie based on a ride, turned into a solid franchise, a lot of fun moments. We're going to go with Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl.
Such a good movie.
Wait.
God damn it, dude. I forgot that was Disney too.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely Disney.
Jack Sparrow
Oh,
was
yeah.
one of the greatest characters alive.
The first one was great. I actually kind of I watched it recently, and I kind of forgot how they really kind of laid into the scariness of the pirates kind of early on, and that initial taking over the town scene to take Elizabeth and what I'm like. This is a lot darker than I remember. It still had its good funny moments, like the sword fighting is fun. Always get a good chuckle of the upside down boat to create an air pocket to walk underwater.
You can't do that in real life?
No.
Oh, shit.
No.
Good thing I never tried it, huh? Or I'd be somewhere else right now.
And then, yeah, just classic. Kicked off a bunch of other fun movies that get a little more, well, not even a little. They get really ridiculous as they go along. But
And the Curse of the Black Pearl, that's the first one.
yeah, that was the cursed gold pieces where they're undead during the
The
full moon.
undead in the full moon underwater.
Such a good. That was
Just
so
chef's
much fun.
kiss.
I'll tell you what, I might be in the minority here with the opinion, but I thought the Pirates of the Caribbean 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, maybe 5. I thought they were good movies. They got strange, but like that's the world.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the Pirates of the Caribbean. They mermaids was a sweet idea. The second one with Davy Jones was sweet.
The second
third
and third one with the
like
yeah.
dude, like he was a great actor.
I was actually stuck between the first one and the third one, Outworld's End.
Dude.
Because there are two scenes that always stick out from the third one. When they're just taking over the British ship, just shooting the slow motion of that guy walking down with the cannonballs flying by and whatnot. And then the big like battle with
Whirlpool
the Dutchman and the Calypso, the scene with Calypso and meeting the other pirate lords and all that other stuff like that was so cool. But the first one to kick it off, classic humor, cool story, nice, simple. Just sticking with it.
Johnny Depp kills it. Parlay.
What?
Parlay.
I think he's trying to say parlay.
That's it. Parlay. He's like, you idiot. All right, but great. Good choice. Adam, you're up.
Ooh, Adam gets 4 and 5. How are we finishing this?
We gonna go strong? Like my
Gotta go with the classic animated Robin Hood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Another great soundtrack, great characters, timeless tale. Yeah, I like the opening. It's Roger Miller doing that Oodalali song. That's a good one. I don't know. Did you guys ever watch that one?
I did, and it's very, very blurry to what I remember, but I do remember that. Isn't the king a lion?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I
and there's
remember.
a snake.
Yep.
And I don't know. I get like preschool vibes from this. Like this was just on at preschool. I feel like a lot. And then finally, The Incredible Journey.
I remember that one.
1963. I went with the theme here. A lot of animals. I'm trying to go with the cuteness factor. I was just watching it before we came over, or you came over here, and it's interesting. I like the narration style a lot.
I was like, this is one where they can talk to each other, right? No.
There's no voices for them. It's just a narrator.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different one.
Not to be confused with Homeward Bound,
Yeah,
The Incredible Journey, which was I think made in the 90s. And
I think that's what I'm thinking of.
I think that's
Yeah.
exactly what you're thinking of. That's the one I was thinking of. I don't know if I've actually ever seen The Incredible Journey.
I don't think I have either.
between the two, I like this one better, I think. But I think, watch the other one more, and that totally explains why I think I got them confused at some points, and
Well, I think you got a pretty solid list there, Adam.
Sounds like I needed to watch that. I feel like I have bits of memories of the animated Robin Hood, but I can't really remember the whole thing. For some reason, in my mind, when I think of Robin Hood, the only Robin Hood I
Men in
think
Tights.
of is Men in Tights. It's the
Oh,
only
yeah,
Robin
That's a
Hood
great.
movie.
That's a
Yeah.
great movie.
But it is a lot of fun.
Because we are men in tights, and it's just like
Tights. Anyway.
good.
God, I got a couple. I had such a hard last choice because there's
Too many of good.
too many good ones. I got a long list of honorable mentions is what this is going to turn into that haven't been taken. But I'm stuck between 3 to finish it off. Oh, God. Let's go with... I have to go with it. I have to go with a nice little tale of family and acceptance with Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, I almost put that on my list. I was like, someone's gonna take that one though.
Lilo and Stitch. I had Mulan was another one I was really throwing up there. Great, fun story, fun movie.
I took that off your list anyways.
Yeah, you didn't take it because you hadn't picked it, and I thought you were gonna take it, and I wanted.
I
I was
it
really
was-
thinking like I could
I-
steal this from
I
Joe
switched
because I
it
know
out.
it's there.
I switched it out. I switched it out with something else, but it is in my honorable mentions.
Yeah,
so.
I did, and it is great. I just feel like I don't know. I love Lilo and Stitch.
And the sister.
They're both great. They're just fine. Yeah, it's great.
I'm just kidding.
I like the fish that eats peanut butter and jellies.
Yeah, dude. I like Stitch. Is like, he's not touching me.
Pretty
Or,
good.
I'm not touching you.
That's a whole other fun universe too. If he's experiment 626, what are the other 625?
I
They made
watched
this
the
show.
They made the
show.
show.
a
I didn't
lot.
watch much
Yeah.
of it.
I do. I remember the show, Adam.
My-
It was pretty good.
I think my sister watched it with me. That was one of the ones we watched. Yeah, it was decent.
Yeah, the one experiment is just as smart and strong as Stitch, but he makes sandwiches. That's his thing. There was a pink one that made other experiments fall in love with it. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that's a cool universe, and you still see Stitch stuff everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been almost 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, fun movie, great soundtrack. Love the Hawaiian.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Hawaiian roller coaster ride.
So yeah, it's a fun movie.
How did my impersonation sound?
Wonderful.
No, honestly.
Yeah, fine. So 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10?
6 out of 10 is fine. That is certified fine rating.
Do you think it was 6 out of 10?
You're gonna have to do it again.
How long it's family?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I would say 7 to 8,
Okay, I'll take a 7 or an 8.
7.5.
I'll take
Ooh,
that. I'll
7.5.
take that.
Yeah.
If any listeners listening, I would do some voice acting if anybody has any openings. Anyways, shout out to me. My last movie.
Shout out to me.
My last movie. Spread the word, listeners. Don't know, but my last movie that's not in my honorable mentions. I think everybody has seen this movie. Brother Bear.
Brother Bear was on my right there. It was good. Good movie.
So,
I've not seen this movie.
That's
so
Phil Collins, right? Did the soundtrack for that?
Oh wow.
I would if you're like, oh, I'm bored, I would watch it.
Emotional.
Emotional. Coda, hilarious.
Joaquin Phoenix is in that too.
Joaquin Phoenix. Just like the story of how I don't know, just the underlying story of how you can hate something for not understanding it, but then you go through the shoes of it, and then you come out the other side like, oh, I get it now. I thought for being a Disney movie, the message was pretty strong. The animation was great. The mooses were freaking hilarious. The other thing I really liked about it was the DVD. You could do like your totem, and
Oh yeah. Yep.
I mean, there's some things I think like Native American culture. I think is awesome,
Very cool.
and I think that was right. That was the culture, right?
Yeah,
it was like a
It was indigenous people. I don't know if it was like northern Canada, but it's still they still have that same emphasis on nature.
yeah.
Which
So
is awesome.
yeah, so I thought it was really cool. I love doing the totem thing, so I always got the eagle or the bear. That was my totem. So, yeah, like I said, Brother Bear was number 5 for me. So do we want to start with me and then do the snake thing again?
No, we don't. We're not drafting our honorable mentions. We can just each individually talk about them. And you were excited about yours, so you can kick off.
I mean, I was a little excited. So Smart House, just a little. I'm just a little baby. So my first one is Halloween Town.
Halloween Town's good.
That movie was so cool. It scared the crap out of me as a kid, though, especially the movie theater scene where the dude comes out like lightning and his face is all gaunt, and the grandma's like, "I thought it was you," and then like she gets petrified, and then the main character grows. She's like, "I can save you, Grandma," and then they just like go at it with like a whatever. I love how they made spinoffs too. They made Halloween Town 2, where like people were like wearing monster masks, and like the son of the dude in the first one, like everybody who like I think the mom was wearing like a green ghoul mask, and she turns into a green ghoul. And then the third one with the Halloween Town High. Oof. Again, talk about Disney, and just
solid Disney Channel original movies.
yeah.
Nice.
I mean, it's just, I love. And then there was one they were in college too, when they had like magic, and I was like, oh damn. Why can't I be a wizard? But aspirations. Number 2 was Smart House, so Adam and I are on the same page on that. Mm-hmm. Number 3 was Atlantis, Lost Empire.
Good.
That was brought up already for a bunch of different reasons. The action was great. The animation was great. The supporting characters were awesome. I mean, they were just funny. Mm-hmm. The mole guy was pretty good. Yeah. The French guy who would like to blow up stuff.
The twist.
Yeah.
The brief twist before everyone came to their senses
was good. Yep. Very good. Solid ending.
Mm-hmm. Mulan,
great.
Yeah.
Do I even gotta say anything? Kind of disappointed in the live action, to be honest with you. I kind of watched the live action and it was okay, but it wasn't. But I mean, I guess that was more.
It was probably more serious.
Yeah, it was. There was no little Eddie Murphy dragon running around being like, "You crazy, Mulan."
Which I think with the live action, just in general, you have to go into them not thinking about the originals because they are kind of different. But I haven't watched any of them. The only live action I've seen is the Beauty and the Beast one.
That's pretty good.
With Emma Watson, and that one was fun. I enjoyed that.
I love Emma. She's so cool. She's a great actress. Anyways, Inside Out.
Just started watching that last night.
Dude.
Haven't finished it yet. Have not seen it yet. Very emotional. Like that. The first half hour, I'm like going through all the feels.
The ability to capture, like, I don't know who like got the storyboard or whatever, but the ability to capture emotions in somebody's head, especially growing up as a kid and then putting like the parents' emotions, but mostly right. Like, dude, I saw the second one and I told Maddie, I was like, when there's just one scene, it hits so hard because I was like, that's how my brain feels.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. I really do. Yeah. It's the way they do the emotions is so relatable and so like it's powerful.
And it's so fascinating too, like little things that I noticed kind of early on when you see who was at the head of the table at different points in life. Like the mother had sadness, the father had anger, Riley had joy for the time being. And I know there can be change that, but it's just kind of a cool idea to think about. Like, what else is really going on inside everyone's head?
Mm-hmm. They did like a cat and a dog one too. The cat one was great. You just see like a ball of yarn and then just a cat walk, and then the other cat just like sleeps. The dogs are just like running around, like not even like cohesive. My last one, I might have some more if we do some more time. But Luck of the Irish.
Luck of the Irish is great Disney Channel original.
The Irish dancing, the Irish games too, where he's like, I challenge you to whatever, and like the Irish, and then he's like throwing like big sticks of lumber. I mean, just the dude that was in that played in Smart House too, which was crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
He came back for 2 movies.
There were a couple people like that were just kind of Disney Channel original movie mainstays. They did like 3 or 4 movies and then never did anything for Disney Channel.
Exactly.
Cool. Good for them. Glad they got their little time.
But yeah, I mean, that
one was fun. There's so many films we were discussing before this. We'll go through our other. Do you have any more, Adam? Like honorable mention wise, or?
No, I didn't have any more honorable mention wise. Mulan though, that's gonna be on my list of tapes I want to get.
Oh, definitely. Out of the Disney vault.
Yeah, that is a good film.
The soundtrack beats it. Just beats it out of the water.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, the soundtrack is
Make
phenomenal.
a Man Out of You.
Yeah. when you first see the Huns come
Oh,
in the
yeah.
mountain.
That was
That's
awesome.
intense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I ever really noticed, too, the last song in that whole movie is A Girl Worth Fighting For. Once she finds the doll, there's no more music. Once, because she finds the little stuffed doll. And I was reading the other day, someone pointed out, like, Mulan finally found her girl worth fighting for, some little girl who's lost her doll in her whole town. And then it took us so much, like, more of a serious tone after that.
I didn't even
Yeah.
noticed that.
Uh-huh. Really cool, like, storytelling thing, but...
Mm-hmm.
God, I feel like I just kept add movies to my list today because I didn't know how this was going to go.
It was interesting. Like there were so many animated movies that we
Ton of
picked.
animated movies. Well, it's predominantly
Yeah,
animated with Disney Pixar. It's just
I'm
what they
trying
do.
to think of live action. I mean, they like you were saying they got the new stuff, but I'm trying to think of other live action
It's-
movies that are classics
Yeah.
from the past.
Sports. I think sports movies were the only ones that were. I mean, not the only ones, but I don't like. 101 Dalmatians got it like.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, well, is that even Disney?
Yep.
yeah,
no.
that had a live action that
That
was.
did.
I feel like I saw it a lot at least.
Mm-hmm. You know, and then they did another spinoff with Cruella DeVille with Emma Stone,
Mhm.
and then I didn't see that one. I was like, I don't even. There's no dogs in this. Why do I care?
Mm.
Because it's not about the Dalmatians. It's about Cruella. Yeah, that's what I tried to find. I wanted to find some kind of live action. That's why I went with Remember the Titans and Pirates of the Caribbean. It just
Yeah.
seemed. But those were the only two that I could think of that really have a spot in my memory with Disney movies. One that I didn't list that I wanted was really, really tempting was a Goofy movie.
Oh my god, eye to eye, dude. Oh my god.
Tevin Campbell did a hell of a job as Powerline. That was great soundtrack. Just fun story too, going through everything. The
love-
second one was good too. An extremely goofy movie.
Oh,
the little
dude.
college X Games
Hell
thing
yeah,
built into
dude.
there, and
Yeah, we're the big guys. Like he's like, oh, your poetry really hit my soul, and I can tell how you did it. And she's like, groovy, man.
the random disco nights and stuff. That it was fun. I really like that.
Yeah, you like? Oops, sorry, buddy.
Go ahead.
But yeah, it was just, it was so good.
I threw Toy Story 2 on my short list. Toy Story 2 was phenomenal.
I got another one.
Finding Nemo, Up, Ratatouille, Soul, Beauty and the Beast, and Encanto was the rest of my list. I had a couple newer ones. Soul and Encanto, newer movies. They
Encanto
were
was
phenomenal.
I've heard only
great.
good things.
It's so catchy.
Encanto was, very catchy, great soundtrack, a lot of fun. I feel like Soul was kind of the same way, like awesome story about finding purpose in life and cool little jazz soundtrack going on in the background and whatnot. It was sick. And Ratatouille is just fun. I just love coming back to Ratatouille every so often.
I just had one.
And Up
All
always
right.
makes me sad.
I got two for you live actions. I think Up is sad. It's beautiful, beautiful. All right, I got two live actions that I think is gonna. Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
never saw it actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that
Real
movie
good.
was really good. A little scary as
You
a
ever
kid.
ride the ride?
Ridden the ride.
I
The ride's
think
fun.
yeah. I went to Disney a couple of times as a kid, and my dad would be like, "You want to go on? You want to go on?" I'm like, "No," because I got scared. Dude, it was scary.
It
as
was
hell.
pretty scary,
Like
yeah.
you'd go in, they'd go in a room, and you'd be like, "Oh, why are you in my mansion?" And like everything was shaking. Then you go through like a graveyard, and you see like ghosts popping up. I'm like, "Dad, I don't want to get touched."
So I was always into skeletons as a kid, so it was real cool seeing them like move around and stuff.
That I always thought the like Haunted Mansion was kind of scary to get into. I think being younger, but I feel like the Tower of Terror scared me more to go into. That was such a cool entrance to a ride,
Yeah, the Twilight Zone. You are now entering the Twilight Zone.
and it was really cool because I like the mechanical side to the ride. Seeing how that ride was designed was one of the coolest things, and all the safety features they put into drop rides. They have so many backups there. If the cable and the backup cable were still to snap, with how that falls and it's all enclosed at the bottom, it'll actually collect enough air to slow down the cart manually. So no matter what, even if everything fails, you're still not going to go crashing. You'll go down pretty quick and you'll slow down aggressively, but it's not going to go crashing into the ground no matter what.
Yeah,
It's so cool.
dude, the mechanical feat is just great. I want to, I have somebody I'm really close with that I love. Is like Disney's for kids. I wouldn't go back there. I want to go fucking back there, man. I would go
especially
back
with
there.
the Star Wars park now.
Star Wars, well, no, that's in California, but Star Wars, all the new shit they have. Like I would go. Mission Space, where you can actually be
Oh yeah.
in like a simulation. You're going on a rocket ship. You have to actually hit stuff, and like you can feel the G-force. And I'm like, how do you not want to? Like, I get it's for kids, but how do you not want to go back and do these rides? Like, dude, I would.
Drinking around the world in Epcot. I mean, that's.
Oh my! Can you imagine you're in France for like an hour? Oh, I got some wine. Oh, let's go to Germany get some beer. You know, I went.
And
there.
then you're sick because you're mixing alcohol.
Yeah, but I went there as a kid, and I went to the India part of it.
People from India are Indians.
Well, yeah, but India part, and the design was cool. Like I loved how they had like architecture from that area.
Oh yeah.
But like I had freaking, I don't know what it was called, but it was like little pebbles of rice and like chicken. And there was a belly dancer, and I'm like, Dad, this is freaking sweet. Obviously, being like 10, I was like, oh my god, they can do that with those hips. Anyways, but it was cool. And I felt bad. I was like, I can't go and get a beer now. I'm like, Dad, I want a beer. He's like, well, you can't, dude. You're like not even close. I'm like, oh, I know.
Yeah,
But
I would go back to Disney so quick, or even Universal too, because I did Universal in high school at the Harry Potter park when that was fun.
My grandfather took me when they used to go to Florida. He's like, I'd stay down there before I went to college. You want to come down? I'm like, yeah, I got time before I start school. So I went down and we're just hanging out in his little condo he had, and then they got rid of it because my grandma has something going on. They can't travel anymore. But oh, dude, the Harry Potter world was just beginning. It was so cool. I'll tell you what, though, I got scared shitless on the ride because it was really cool. It was really cool until you saw the spiders, and the spiders would come out and like jump at you. And I mean, I'm not like a big fan of spiders. The dragon was sweet, but I was like, oh, I was scared shitless for a second. I was like, I did not expect big spiders, mechanical, to come down and be like, bah!
Yeah, we went really early on too because they changed the roller coaster kind of early on into the park because now it's like that Hagrid on the motorcycle thing. But the first couple years it was open, it was the dueling dragons.
Yep.
It was 2 roller coasters that would twist around one another and everything. Those were sick. Like I was glad I at least got to try to do those ones because we always did. I did my high school baseball team. We did spring training down in Florida. So my junior year we went to Universal, and then my senior year we stopped at Magic Kingdom. So we did Disney and Universal while we were down there.
Yeah. The Animal Planet suite with all the, I love the themes. That's the other thing that gets me too. Like I love how the Animal Kingdom you go to restaurants, all like, oh, you can get the whatever giraffe platter something. I don't know.
You can
crazy.
eat the animals?
No, yeah.
You eat giraffe at Disney.
No, but I mean just the themes.
You heard it here first.
You know, you get no disclosure.
It's just a giant farm.
It's a giant farm. They're lying to you. It's a giant farm.
See the herds of giraffe and then eat them.
I mean, I think it makes it relatable.
I would be down.
Anyways,
What's the other live action you were going to hit us hard with?
Yeah, sorry we got off track there. I
always
love the
get
Disney
off
park. Holes.
Oh, I forgot Holes is a Disney movie.
Yep,
Holes is
Holes.
great.
Keep digging. I'm tired, Grandpa. Keep digging. Just like Shia LaBeouf before he dealt with a lot of stuff.
Before he got cool.
Yeah, before he said just do it. That dude dealt with a lot of stuff. I watched an interview where he's like, I hit a low point in my life, and like because of this, and this, and like this person was the only person I like. But oh my god, the mountain lion is attacking. Gentle, but definitely attacking. Anyways, yeah, just the cast was great. The freaking lizards were crazy.
A lot of fun story elements that going back in the past, seeing how everything got started and everything. It was fun.
Yeah. The onions always made me want to eat an onion.
The sweet. I feel like I could take a bite out of a sweet onion like an apple. I've never really done it, but I
Tried
feel like
to
I
eat
would do
a
it.
shallot the other day.
How would that?
What's a
how-
shallot?
I got a quarter of the way through and was like, yeah, I'm still tasting it.
What's
so-
a shallot?
I don't know. It was like a smaller onion.
Yeah, like a little onion.
Said it was like mildly sweet. Very pungent. It was good.
Yeah, it was picking a list from just Disney as a whole. There's a lot of movies in there.
I feel like we could have done draft lists of 10.
We could easily.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I came up with a short list of 15 I put together before I came in.
I definitely could have got 10.
And there was more, and there was like other Disney Channel original movies that I could have just thrown on there for the fun of it. Like I was talking with my sister about it. We remembered one, the drag racing, the kids drag racing, the sisters,
Yeah.
Erica Enders and whatever. But we go to I go to the drag races every year with my grandpa. And Erica Enders is still racing. I'm like, oh my god, I remember your Disney Channel original movie, and now you're still racing professionally. She was champion like 3 years in a row.
That's cool.
She's a solid driver.
Who's the dude that played in Big Fat Liar?
Paul Giamatti?
No, the kid.
Oh.
Yeah. Eddie
No, he played in Malcolm in the Middle.
Munoz.
Frankie Muniz.
Frankie.
He's a race car driver
see,
now,
I
too.
was close.
Is he really?
Yeah, he races. I think he races F1.
No, he doesn't.
Or he does racing. Like I know
Yeah.
he's like that's been my dream is to race. But I mean, we got
Formula One is a very hard thing
I
to
say
get
we
into.
do a 6th. We don't have to put it in, but I say we do.
After we just listed 13 other movies.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, listeners, I think we came up with a pretty solid draft, pretty solid list. When you listen to us, if you want to add any movies we missed, please feel free to do so. We would love to hear other opinions. If you think no, that should be higher or lower. Again, we're a channel that loves to hear from you guys and loves to, interact with our audience. Again, thanks for listening. And if you have any other comments, concerns, and just want to chime in to see what we missed, please do so. But, yep, thank you. Until next time.